Hey, it's the after show. Thanks so much for supporting me. I super appreciate you guys. I keep rambling on, like I don't have to do sponsor stuff. I can take the mid-roll ads out, which is so nice because not everyone can afford premium. Mate, we're talking about watches. This is my latest, Watch 7. Is that what they're up to? Like, I had my Apple Watch 3 for so long, and I love that they're still selling them. I mean, it kind of shows that portable tech's kind of peaking, I suppose. I think Apple's new iPhone is actually using last year's processor because they're just so crazy overpowered. Like, you don't need more power. The always on screen with this guy is great, and all the graphing of the fitness and whatnot. And the aftermarket bands are nice. It is really annoying having to charge it every night though. And I remember being a kid with my old Nokias, mate, and it's like, one charge would last a whole week. I had to reminisce, mate, and I picked up an F91W. In the modern world, this is an absolute classic. And I think the battery lasts 5 to 6 years. 5 to 6 years. It does have a backlight. It's just so dim that, barely. In a pitch black room, that's just enough to see what the stinking time is. But I mean, look, it does the date. That's good. It's got an alarm function. It just goes beep, 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 beep. It's pretty simple. And strangely enough, these are really comfortable. Yeah, that's as simple as it gets. I've scratched my Apple Watch on the side of buildings, getting in out of the work van and whatnot. And, there are some days that I know I'm going to be having a big hustle and tussle, but I want to keep an eye on the time. And, this guy right here, just scrape it on whatever I want. I don't care. It's genius. I think this was like $12 brand new. Like, genuinely, that's what they cost. And so if you're wearing one of these, no one's going to rip it off your wrist. They are worth nothing. When digital watches were first getting started, they used to be luxury items. It was like literally within 10 years, they were worth nothing. Now, my love for this watch here totally possessed the next purchase. I wanted a fancy schmancy one. So, Casio World Time. I think this was like 80 or 60, something like that. And for a watch that looks like this, and it's a full, you can see anywhere in the world what the time is, which is actually really useful as an Australian YouTuber because it's kind of nice to know when are you guys awake? Because we're on the other side of the planet. Although I find that it's half an hour out all the time. I don't think it keeps up with our daylight savings times or something. They are not intuitive to set at all. Like, the little manual is just key. I mean, look, I searched the globe here. I don't know if any of these are correct. I've noticed this one's gotten a minute and a half ahead of this one. So, I couldn't believe they can make a watch like this so cheap until I held it. And then it's very clear, okay, it is incredibly lightweight. Very. Good friends of mine are watch collectors, and they've got Rolexes and things, and they held this and just laughed. But hey, she's cheap, baby. That's what it's about. Now, honestly, out of these 3 watches, I want to wear this one the most. It's just so chintzy looking. It's just really funny. But an issue, it's got this adjusty guy. It works. It's okay. But I've got quite a bit of leftover band. It's a little bit tight at the moment. But it pinches right there. Could undo it a link. That is a little bit tight. But it pinches right around here. That thing right there. Oh, it pinches and literally, after 2 days of wearing this, that'll wear through. I'll be just about bleeding there after a day's wearing. It's a real shame because it's kind of my favorite one, but it is the most painful to wear. Maybe I haven't got the strap adjusted properly, but as I said, it was a little bit tight there, but I've tried for months to get this thing to work, but I was sick of cutting myself to pieces because I honestly really love just dumb watches. They have no idea of the world around them. Because with this guy, honestly, I have it set up where all notifications, messaging, any of that is turned off. Leave me alone. I hate the do. Like, back when I was a music teacher and like a gigging musician, I was hustling really hard. Then this was a lifesaver, so I can never miss calls and things. But it's the most beautiful thing about working as a YouTuber, and I keep thanking you. I have full control of my days. I don't need a thing telling me that someone's trying to get to me. It's like, I'll get to you when I'm ready. Watches are really neat. I really would love to get like a proper wind-up one. Like a Rolex would be a dream, but gosh, I could just think of how many cool things I could buy for that kind of money. When honestly, I kind of put this on and be happy. And I do wear it quite a bit. Stupid Casio World Time. I keep looking at you, and then I put you, and half a day in, I have to take you off. And look, you see this guy's an hour out. Daylight savings. One cool thing is that using this as like a remote control for your music, if you're playing through wireless whatevers, that is really nice to have on the wrist. And a big motivation for me was like riding my motorbikes and needing, you know, GPS navigation, having it on your wrist. Like that's the only time I want to be notified that I'm doing something. But yeah, if you need a cheap do-it-all watch and you just got to know what the time and date is, I really do recommend these. All right, mate. F91W. Get one in you. Now I just need to get one of those Casios with the TV and the headphone jack, but they cost too much because of collectability. So, mate, thanks so much. And, oh no, Frank, don't do it!
Frank, don't interrupt the Patreon video. I know you need to shed, but like people don't need to see this. People don't need to see this freak show, Frank. Are you even listening to me?